Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am just bringing forth messages. Feel like there's just a lot of messages that are coming through right now. Just a lot of positive energy in the twin flame dynamic. I feel like there's this huge shift, and because of that, there's a lot of different messages about where the shift has taken each of the twins. So when I'm called to do a message, I'm bringing it through. I'm still doing the Spiritual Sapience, daily spiritual guidance readings. But these are just messages that I feel are just needed to be brought forth for the twins, because there's so much going on that they may not see or realize, and it has shifted things. It is shifting in huge ways. So let's talk. We're going to use the Quantum Oracle and the Sacred Traveler. I think I'm going to switch those. Use those there, this there. Just feels better. Okay, so Sacred Traveler Oracle and the Quantum Oracle. And then for the tarot decks, the Light Seers Tarot on this side and the original Rider-Waite Tarot. And then if I need clarification, I will use my Crystal Visions clarification deck. And I also have on deck my Rider-Waite vintage Rider-Waite cards, which I really like. I also have the Energy Oracle, Wisdom from the Hidden Realms, if I feel like I need to pull from those. And then lastly, the Art Nouveau Tarot. So let's get started. I have pre-shuffled, but let's see what energies, what messages are coming through about the twins and this big shift that has happened. It's so positive and so uplifting. It is amazing. I hope you're having the same energetic feeling with the shift with your twin. Stuck energy. Well, well, it was positive. Definitely Divine Masculine, number 8. He's stuck. He's stuck because he's stuck between his 3D world and understanding his spirituality. He's trying to focus on what he understands rather than the ethereal, which he does not understand. I'll pull another card for the Divine Masculine. That's interesting. Status quo. Definitely stuck if we're in the status quo. This is a 2, which is a cycle. So we have stuck energy with the cycle of the status quo, which is a 10, which is the ending of a cycle. So this cycle is ending. This stuck energetic cycle is ending. Perfect. And you can see the sun at the end of that. Almost looks like a corridor, but it's a street, cobblestone street. And the sun is shining, which is where he is going toward, the end of that cycle. Toward the light. Divine Feminine, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. We've already had a lot of breakthroughs, but look, he's toiling in the fields. It's required a lot of work to get to this point. But the Divine Feminine has broken the trail ahead of the Divine Masculine, and the light is leading him. This is the desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan. Look at the similarities in those cards. So the Divine Feminine has done her work. She has broken had the breakthrough to bring this through this desert passage, because she trusts, even though it's been very dry in communication, she is trusting that this breakthrough is going to occur as this cycle ends. And she knows it's all about divine timing. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general read. If you need a more personal read, please contact me through the description box information. There we have 9 of Wands. A lot of endurance. Just kind of tired, almost to the end of their, really, they're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel here. They're looking for the end. Where is the end of this cycle? The Emperor, the Ten of Swords. Definitely looking for, there's the Eight of Pentacles. Doing what is required. You see the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. That is a lot of work. A lot of work to get out of this stuck energy. And to end this, this old thought pattern, this old belief system. Because it wasn't getting them anywhere. Death, yeah, definitely. Emperor and Death. Transforming this fella here. Remember, he was focused more on his life in the 3D and what he understands. He's now moving up into his more elevated self, which is transforming him. This is what this getting out of this stuck energy, status quo energy is going to do. Here's the Devil in the challenge position, which is releasing this toxic energy. This has been a toxic cycle for him. Very toxic. He's looking forward to being in this Emperor energy. Here's the Page of Pentacles. One step at a time. He's managing this one step at a time. Knight of Wands. Hasn't always executed it well. But his heart was in the right place. He's taken some actions to break forward out of this status quo energy. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. So we have the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. Definitely trying to get out of being fixated on this 3D energy that he understands into more of a spiritual energy. New journey. The Chariot, moving forward. The Four of Wands, the 1111 card, which is always a significator of the divine union. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is he's ready to take action. So here the Knight is bringing this wand to complete this Four of Wands. Beneath that is the Magician. There we go. And Queen of Swords, when I picked up the deck, decided to stay down. So she's like, okay, we're done with this old cycle. I'm cutting this out. I'm leaving behind this toxic energy. I picked up my one sword from the Ten of Swords. I have the only one I need to end this. Here I have the sword. Here's the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Completion. Okay, awesome. So let's find out what's going on with the Divine Feminine. She's aware of all this. Look at how much work she's done. Look at those cards. Those are cards of hard work. She's done her spiritual work, and that is helping. Helping the energy, move the energy along of this Divine Masculine, getting him out of this stuck status quo energy. Yep, Page of Wands. She's finally feeling liberated from the work because she feels the shift. Right now, she's tossed her wand up in the air and she's ready to grab it and go. She doesn't quite have it in her hand, but she is now responding to this energetic shift. Lighter energy, not such drudgery. She's done the work. She's ready to take action to create something new in her life, to follow her passions. So what could that be? What could that be for the Divine Feminine? Got the Chariot here. She's moving on as well. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Chariot here. So here she has the wand. Page of Wands, she's picked up the wand. She is creating Oh, look. See the spark? Look at the spark in this wand. That a lot of times that's communication. So there could be some open communication now between her and the Divine Masculine, since he's gotten out of the stuck energy, and that has been very, very frustrating for the collective. The stuck energy. And some of the prior readings that I've had, I know one was 2 Towers, it's done, was the absolute destruction of the committed relationship the Divine Masculine was in, that he was very stuck in. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I did it. 2 of Swords. She's not allowing the past to influence her decisions anymore. She's had enough of revisiting all of those negative thoughts that she had about the Divine Masculine. She's liberated from that. Liberated, 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 liberated. She's done the work to forgive and to get out of those lower vibration expectations. And there was resentment, definite resentment toward the Divine Masculine. She's released all that. Oh, there is the Lovers. Communication between them. And she's focusing on making sure that communication is productive, that it moves things forward. Here we have the World, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So she's ended her cycle of being in this really negative energy toward the Divine Masculine. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords, yeah. Lot of resentment, a lot of work reflecting on her inner self and her inner wounds and her self-talk and how she really feels about herself. She's leaving that behind. I'm going to clarify. There are too many swords here to make me happy. So let's find out, what is all this thinking going on? Here she's taking action from her absolute self. Here she's self-reliant. She's stable. She's grounded. She's feeling abundant. She's absolutely in charge of her life. But here we've moved down to ending this cycle with all of this old negative way of thinking. But let's see what else. Page of Cups. She's kind of waiting on a message, though. That's this message here. And she's waiting for it. She's waiting for it to come to her. She knows that the Divine Masculine is the one that's going to have to reach out, but she's willing to make that a really positive conversation. She's open to hearing what he has to say and putting these negative thoughts behind her and not letting them infiltrate this conversation. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. She's done a lot of work. 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. She's definitely done her work, but now she's waiting for that investment to pay off. And she's not interested in anything that isn't going to... She's not interested in waiting anymore for the results of her labor. She's eager for this communication to move the connection into a more positive energy, to help the masculine get out of the stuck energy. 3 of Pentacles. Working on something to move things forward for both of them. All right, I'm going to